Greetings to you all, and welcome to the continuation of our lesson on lessons for computer and smartphone literacy. Today, we're going to be looking at cloud computing. So sit back, enjoy the course with me. And as usual, we'll start our presentation by looking at the PowerPoint slides. Okay, we're gonna start right in the middle of it, the PowerPoint. And look at what is said about social networks. Then a social network, we've got, if I were to give you an example, we've got the likes of Facebook, we've got the likes of Twitter, and other professional social networks such as LinkedIn, ResearchGate, and Google Scholar. And the main aim of these platforms is to enable a rapid transfer of messages. So in the case of Facebook, people may spread news that might be genuine or even fake. So whatever you get, you obtain from a social network, check the source, validate it. Because after all, you might end up in embarrassing yourself by spreading things that are not correct. It can even lead you onto a jail term if you're not careful. There are cases where people were arrested because of spreading things over a social network platform. Sometimes it might even jeopardize your chances for employment. Some employers do go to a social network and see what and spy on your behavior. You come to my interview today. At night, I'll search you on Facebook, see what you post, and if what's in there in your Facebook page is not what I like as an employer, I decide to sanction you based on what is there. So you got to be careful about that. Then here, they're talking about losing control of audience. So I publish something aimed to inform a certain group of friends. They forward it to their friends. Now it gets to friends of friends. I lose track. I don't know who is reading the message. I even delete it, but yet it's somewhere stuck over the network. So, however, the good side of it, we've got established organization, news networks that have got Facebook pages where they publish their stories over it, even on Twitter. So if you know the news network, you trust it, that is validated. But be careful, some might fake their accounts to closely align to trusted people. So someone may say I'm Dr. Mabunda, yet it is not me. Then they lie about their Facebook handles or Twitter handles. So you need to look at the information with greater caution. Why we say this, we're gonna be looking at cloud computing. Some of the information you will transfer via online platform. You will log in. So you have to make sure that your passwords are kept safe. As you, like if you don't do it properly, yeah, you might find your information linking to unauthorized parties. I'm not sure if you follow the story of TransUnion, who lost a huge amount of information to criminals, and they were somehow blackmailed to pay that party for them not to misuse the information. So be careful with this platform. They are there to help us, but on the other hand, they may distract. Okay, now, well, enough with the PowerPoint. And then I want us to start the online with the cloud platform. So we're gonna use, there are many cloud platforms. So in our exercise, I will want us to focus on what is offered by Dropbox and Google. Since they offer some good free services, some good services for free. So now, the easiest way to get to the Google platform is to use their search engine or their web browser rather, and called Chrome. If you see there now, we already have those names who are registered. So if you are not, you wanna start a new account, you will have to go add, and then from there you sign in, and then it will start. Okay, now it will, if you have an account, that's where you're gonna put your things. Now, we don't have an account, you will create an account, a new account. It's asking you for business, for myself. That will be for personal use. And those are the questions which it asks: first name, computer and smartphone literacy, last name, 2022, and then username. It suggested a username for me, an email address. So if I don't like it, I wanna like it short, which is the good rule, to make your email as short as possible. And then from there, if that name doesn't fit the number of characters, it should be between 6 and 30. So let's add computer and smartphone literacy. Computer and smartphones literacy. So I think that will do. That username is already used. So we need to think of something. So you can even translate it to your language. So literacy in Xitsonga is called Vutivi. So hoping that might be, if I add VT to update Vutivi, it might be something which is not there. It's taken as well. Let's put U, the vowel, and see. So it allows it, computer and smartphone with TV. That's how I abbreviated it. That's gonna be an email. You see, it's a nice short email. So right there, it asks for the password. You can show the password, you confirm the password. Sometimes when you say show password, it might not even allow you to confirm the password, right? Then, once that is set, I don't want to waste and create email which we won't be using. Here, I will, from here, everything is set. Then the email address now, I can now start signing in with my account, which I'm gonna put those computer and smartphone, with TV, VTU. So if that was, that is my email address. So obviously it will be at gmail.com, and then I go next, and then it will ask me for a password, and then from there enter a password, then I will go on to it. Now it will be part of this in the list. Now will go to my personal account to carry on with this narratives. So right there, you go to your account, and here it stored the last activities which I was doing. So once you're there, you can even save your password on the net, which is another aspect of cloud computing. So you go to other computers, as long as you logged in, the things which were appearing on the screen will appear. So I want us to open a new youth platform. So there, we can close the other ones. Remember what I told you about opening more screen. It's overwhelming the computer memory and makes it slow. So I want us to check here. That's Gmail. Now, there is your emails. Now you have an email account with that names which you selected. That was CAPSPVT. So that email address, and then you can start viewing your emails, which are there. Right now. So other things which you can now do as well. If you check here, you've got some tools which are added to you. Some you can access without an email, some you may not. We've got Google Docs, we've got Sheets, we've got forms, and so forth. So now, what I want us to evaluate now is the Drive, which is the platform, good platform for you to share files. So you can share files using this platform, right? So you want to send a big file to your friends, and then you upload them there, and then it appears. And same thing which is there, you can see on your smartphone as well. Remember the name of this course, Computer and Smartphone Literacy. So this will be able to create a link between your computer and a smartphone. So to have it on the computer, you have to download it. Let's open the Drive. Okay, so now, you see, those are the things which are stored in my file drive. These things, which appear in here, I can access it from any other computer in the world, from any places. And if you see here, it can even show the link computers. If there are any, I can link my computer to that so that I'm able to access them through that, as long as they are logged in and they are connected to the net. And the storage, I'm 75% full. That's what I have. So this is what I have. And then let's look at here another thing here, what we can have. I want us to go to my drive again, where there are files. Right, we are there, back to my drive. So we can somehow make this to be local on a computer. It automatically sync. For us to do that, we'll have to download an app for the computer. Same as your phone, you'll have to download an app for your phone to be able to sync. So there you go on setting. It say get drive for desktop. Let's have a look as to what is it that is gonna offer it. There it is. There are the examples on as to what is it that's gonna look for. So now let's go all the way and get drive. So we download the drive, and then it's gonna create a setup file, which we save. And then it's busy with it. That will be, see now saying 1 hour, the network is slow over there. It's downloading slowly, but it's catching up. You see then the time, it's like somehow change from hours to minutes now. Hopefully it's gonna go down to seconds. Right, as we're waiting for that, let's explore other things which you can have here. And now, I said, talk about getting files somewhere on the, like from any other place or any other computer. So if you check here, there are folders. I can create a new folder, which I'm gonna call computer and smartphone literacy. Computer and smartphone literacy. We keep on changing the acronym for the course. So it is created. There we go. Now I'm gonna store files in it now. You just simple right click on it and we go upload. We can choose to upload folder. We can choose to upload file. Let's look at files. And then I go there. Okay. There we go. And those are study material. I don't want to upload this. Let's say I want to upload the presentations. We've got exercises which we did. I think it will be good to upload those exercises. Those are the exercises which we did on previous videos, and then I open. You see there, it's uploading. And then on the other hand there, right? Bottom left corner, it's showing the download. So here, when we go back to the upload, you see now those files are being uploaded. And now, what if I'm gonna give access to someone who is not in the, who don't have my password, obviously a friend, but I wanna make him be able to see this. So there is what is called a link. First and foremost, the person should have his own Gmail account. Gmail, this Google platform, or it's called Gmail, and you should have an email account. So that those steps which I did to set up, at some point you might have gone through them. So how you can click there and then you share. You share, and then it will give you change to anyone, restricted to people added to this link, or change to anyone on the link, to anyone with a link. So you want anyone with a link must be able to do it. So we can copy this link. We copy the link, and then from there, I send it to via WhatsApp. My WhatsApp is here. So you can download WhatsApp and use it and link it with your phone. So it's not a point of discussion for this course. We won't go through that on how you get WhatsApp on your computer. But yes, I've got WhatsApp. Otherwise, it means you'll have to email it to yourself and then access your email from the phone and then copy it to WhatsApp. So let's say I'm sending this to Dad. Yes, Dad. I send it to him. I copy that link, I paste, and then it's sent to Dad. Dad will receive this link, and then from there, on clicking on it, it will take him, open only that particular folder for him to copy what you want. So you see now, he clicked on it, he can see those files, he can download it. It's shared to him. What a beauty of cloud computing. Now let's go back to our drive. So we're there, we're done, we copied the link, we just say done. So clearly you see now that you can share the files to yourself, to any other person, using the cloud computing that is services that are offered by G Drive. Now, let's say you want to create forms that you send again a link to number of participants who will be completing that form, and then you get it as one package. You perform analysis on it. I would like to take you back to the time of COVID. When we moved on to events, we're sometimes asked to complete forms about your health and status and where you traveled and so forth. So that is like, imagine now, you've got 1,000 people going in. You must supply 1,000 forms. You have to document those 1,000 forms. It's so bulky. Why don't you take that information into one document, spreadsheet, which has got columns where they will have answered each question. And then if for the signature, you can ask them to accept the terms and conditions. So that will be much more easier to manage than handing out the printed papers. So now we go there to this. That's where we have our tools, and we switch to Google Form, Sheets, and so forth. Those things we can look at it we've got time, but now we're gonna explain the concept of cloud computing using Google Form and Drive. So that will be good enough for us. Now, we're opening the forms. Now we're gonna, there are templates. You know templates by now. So a structure which you can follow to create a document of your choice. So now we're gonna start afresh, a blank form, and then it asks us untitled form, and then it asks us a title. Where it say untitled form, you can put your customized title. COVID-19. Let's go back to our examples for the previous presentation. We had the fellowship. What was the name of our fellowship again? Was it Lebogang Fellowship? Lebogang Fellowship, yes, that was Lebogang. Lebogang COVID-19 forms, Lebogang COVID-19 forms. So Lebogang is an organization where they meet in numbers to raise funds. And when they go in for COVID-19 compliance, they will complete a form description. So now it's asking me a question for the detail. These are my details. I have to put in the email address. You see, if it has got asterisk, it's compulsory field. So let's start by adding a description here on the form, which is not compulsory. We'll say participants should supply their health information and contact history. So, well, summary now. This form collecting emails. All right, this is not what I want. Let's go back to questions. It's not taking the email here. So we can add a question and we can change the type of question. Obviously, this is gonna be a multiple choice question. So the best here is to use a multiple. We will have a one question for COVID, and then we make a grid, multiple choice grid. So they will go down and select, have you traveled? Yes or no? And so forth. Multiple choice grid. And then row 1, column 1. So we can add the column. We added the column. Right. Now, on the column, it's gonna be, oh no, let's delete this column. We just need yes or no. So it's gonna be yes or no. So what is it that you like? It will depend on what question you phrase for each row. Obviously, we'll want it to be no. So first common question which we have come across, do you have cough? Do you cough? Right, question mark there. Then you want no anyway. By the way, these questions are compulsory. So require response for each role. They must be compulsory. Now we add question. What other one? Any lost of have to so you should want one thing to have. So it should be know what we want, and then from there, and another thing here we want know as well. So for a person to pass. So if we're gonna talk about have you lost smell? So it must, we shouldn't say haven't you do you still smell properly? Otherwise you're gonna say yes. So which makes it wrong, and then doesn't matter. One knows. Lost sense of smell. Sense of smell. Right. You lost appetite. Appetite. Tight. Okay, I'm struggling to get appetite right. I think it did correct it right. So the other thing, have you traveled? Have you been outside South Africa? Right. So that's a fourth question. Now, those are screen checks. So the title of the question, which is one in a grid screen. Check. Right. We can add another question, which we're gonna be easy. We ask him to comment. So, well, now here it's gonna be a paragraph, and we see any comment. Any comment. And then finally, we need a signature. Some form of signature is required as well. What sort of question there? Multiple choice short answer. Check boxes. So can I say there? Check boxes. Yes. And no. And then I certify the information to be correct. Right. So that's done. You can like somehow explore this. There are many features there. You can even change the the pictures, make it looks nice right there, customize theme, and you can preview. And then once you do that, you send it. So now it's asking us for email. This form is collecting emails. Yes, it should collect email. I'm wondering why it doesn't even allow us to change email. Let's send it. Okay. Subject Lebogang to. We're gonna copy the link. We just create a link, and then we shorten the link, and then we'll copy it. We're gonna use WhatsApp again and send it to that one more time. There we go. So that link, you're gonna distribute it to the participant. And then for sure, and then from there, that's basically it. And then we can go out. And then you can preview your form and see how it looks from the outsiders. So they're gonna enter their email right here. So where it says valid email, they're gonna enter their email. It was their email, which is compulsory. Because it collects the email of people. So those are the questions which they need to answer. And they put, this is screen check is compulsory. They complete, and once completed, certify the information to be correct. They will have to take one. Obviously, if they don't declare the information to be correct, you might just don't allow him to go in. Or if there is any form of yes here, you don't allow the person to be in. Or you allow him knowing his condition, depending on what your management do. Now, we can go out of this so that you don't think I am tricking you. And then we start completing the form. You're gonna go and click the recipient on the form. Everywhere where there is a star, he has to complete. The email is asked. So I'm taking the this email, and then from there, we do screen check. Wanted no. See now this question, one per row. It's guiding if you make a blunder there. And then from there, any comment? Not sick. Right, then from there, I certify information to be correct, submit. So it's submitted right there. Now, if you go to Lebogang, if I go, to my drive, and then go to my tools, Google Forms, I should be able to view that response. So we look at forms, and then I should know my form now, the name of the form. Lebogang screen, that's it, the form. So I check. I've got one response already there in the middle. This is how we responded. On no, everything was no. I can even check as a sheet. I can download it as an Excel, you see there. So if a next one complete is gonna come, whoever will have a yes, then we can send him back. I don't have any symptom. Did he accept the condition? Comments. He accepted the condition, the person. Right, so this is how it was done, and it was time-stamped. There is an information which we need. Right, so, well, in our question we've forgotten to ask the name. As it stands here, we don't know who completed this form. So on the form itself, you can go back to it and edit your form to include the name of a person. So right in here, you can just add a question, and then that will be short answer for the name. So we look for a short answer, names, so that next time we know who completed the form. So that is, we send it again, and then we'll go through all other steps, collect emails. That option will have even allow us to get the email address at least. We shorten the link, we copy, and then we can go out there. What we'll do, let's try and use the old link and see if the new information will appear. So this is the old link. See, the old link does still go back to that old kind of form, which doesn't have a name, right? So now means we need to update the link. We update the link there. Then we send. Let's see what's in the new link. Names. You see now it has got names. And then which you can see in Kareko. And then okay, this is another form basically. We edited the wrong form. Okay, but other than that, yeah, you have realized it. Let's just move to it quickly and see what's going on there. You can go. We open Google quickly, and under this profile, response. So this is another form. The COVID-19 screening, any loss of any muscle pain. So this is not the one which we were doing. Okay. Let's go there for it. Okay, forms. I might have done this before. For open untitled form. So this actually is untitled form, right? So we add new thing, and then the question was names. And then what was not there, and we certify. Okay. We send. So we should be careful. We send, collect emails, COVID. So 19F. We should remember that name. We've got some form with the similar names there. Show them the link. We copy. And then that's it, we close. So let's be careful. So the forms which maybe now we take that opportunity to show you how to delete the form which you don't need. You just select it, you can right click on it, you delete, we remove that one. So it doesn't give us trouble again. This one we can rename the name. So it's Lebogang F now. Lebogang C19. Oh, okay, right. So perhaps that's how that's the reason why the link never worked. So let's go back to the no, that's not the one, that one for sharing files. We go to the link again and see. See, the names is there now. So the same link and no problem. It has been changed. So now email, there's an email, names, we put the name, and then we go to screen check. No. Any comment? Not sick. And then from there, I certify the information to be correct, submit. No wonder why the form, it was different to what we used to. We couldn't even see the confirmation. So there is the form, right? So we check the information, and then response is 2. 2 responded. Or they said no, and they certify the information to be correct. And then let's check the screenshot, the spread. Create a new spreadsheet. Okay, let's go there. We wanted to view the spreadsheet. Create. Okay, let's create it. Asking us to create. So you see the email were corrected as asked, and this one didn't complete the name, by the way. The name is there, but we can put it from the name there. And then the comments were not sick. It's the right one. And the information was certified to be correct, 100%. Now let's look at our app, which we can keep in our computer. The same process you can follow on the phone, by the way, and have an app which directly takes your file to online. So we can, like the way to look at our downloads again, we go to these dots, we select downloads, and then this is the last thing we downloaded to set up, and we can set up a drive locally to this computer. And then once you double click on it, what is left is for you to follow the steps. Now it's asking me for credentials there. So I won't be able to carry on with this. But then once that is done, you will be able to have a folder there which you can sync. And then the other means, it will be to use what is called Dropbox. So you can go to Google there and then type Dropbox software. You go there, and then you sign in onto Dropbox to create a Dropbox account. And you can download app once you download. So you use the email, you enter the email. So here is signing in, but if you don't, you just have to sign up. If you don't have create a new account. So there it is. You create a new account. You follow the same steps. You download the app, and you can use it just like Google Drive to share files. So these platforms, Dropbox, Google Drive, there are many other. Some are offered by Microsoft Windows called OneDrive, which you can share. I can just give you a taste of OneDrive. Here it is. I've got it. It's offered by Microsoft. So these are files that can be accessed anywhere in the world using any form of computer, and including my phone. So those are the beauties of cloud computing. So it doesn't even limit onto sharing files, by the way. Even on this application we were running, PowerPoint, it's not residing on these computers. Perhaps let me just show you on from OneDrive how I can run a file online. So this is OneDrive. I want to open it online, right click, view it online. So I'm going to view my documents online. So this has got nothing. So here now I'm online. You log in onto any computer. And then you go to, let's say, this folder. Right there. You open this document. You see, it doesn't even open Microsoft Excel, but it's just on a browser where I can see the data there. So I can like do editing without the computer which I normally use at home and work on it. So you can like somehow edit your document online using cloud computing. Pretty, isn't it? So I will not delve to other social platforms or to social platforms. We explain the pros and cons of social platforms, but you've seen cloud computing and the advantages that you can also create forms and you may share your documents. So as far as this lesson is concerned, I think this concludes it. For any form of questions, you can visit my website. If you type www.hlubukani.com, you will get my Twitter handles, LinkedIn handles, Facebook handles, phone numbers, and any other means to contact me and ask questions. By the way, these lessons as well, if you are registered, it's available for you online, the copies of this material. So I will say good luck with your career in computing, and then enjoy the best of it until we meet again, and bye-bye.